You're joining us in mid-action here in the alumni gym. Hitting the ball now is Chelmsford. Well, it's a very big game. On the left of your screen is Billerica. On the right is Chelmsford. This is going to settle the NBC crown. Joining me in a few minutes is going to be my co-host Brian Nagel. He's trying to make the commute from South Chelmsford, so for those of you who know the town of Chelmsford well at all, you know that it's quite a trek. He left his house at 7:37 and it's now 7:50. So he should be here shortly, but up until then, I'll just tell you about what's going on tonight. Well, we got our lineups around here somewhere. The teams are well prepared for this game. All week you've been hearing that this is the one that's for all the marbles. It's going to settle the NBC crown. A record of 15-4. They're 11-2 in the NBC division, and Billerica is standing at a record of 15-2. They're 11-2 in the division. So needless to say, this is going to settle it. Julie Brody with the serve, coming right to left across your screen. Brody waiting for the signal. Trying to get some order here early in the game. It's 1-0 Billerica. Billerica, number 8. That was Captain Kim Price, the outside hitter for Billerica. She knocked one out of bounds. The score goes to 2-1 for the Lions. I don't know if that was a two-pointer, but maybe the score is just a little bit slow. However, it is still 2-1 in favor of the Lions. Julie Brody will be serving again. Brody serves it in. That's number 55, Katie Mara for Billerica's under it. Caitlin Waters with the spike, fielded nicely by Billerica. Genitalia with the hit to Waters with the set. Christina Martell throws it down. Known as Trixie to some of her closest friends. Martell is a junior for this team. She's strong in the middle. I was fortunate enough to see this game against Andover the other night. Chelmsford played well. They walked away with a victory in 2 games. Still have some late arrivals cruising into the gym. This place is going to get packed by the end of the night. It should be pretty loud here. So I'm sure everyone's going to be looking forward to it. Chelmsford with the ace for Brody. As you can see there, their smooth little celebration dance. Brody's going to have the serve again. By my count, this is her 4th serve. It could be her 4th serve. Anyway, she's been serving for a very long time. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by a Billerica player, and Chelmsford goes up 6-1, taking an early lead. I'm sure in a big game like this, it's necessary to get an early lead. Still waiting on my co-host, Brian Nagel. You know, the other day I was just complimenting him about being so efficient. However, I did tell him the game was starting at 8 o'clock at 7:53, so on his count, he probably thinks he'll be here early. But the 2 teams were just so excited about this game, they had to get it going early. Brody with a nice save. And Caitlin Waters with the spike. Fielded by Billerica once again. We got another Chelmsford point. Obviously, the Lions are fired up for this game. Timeout called by Coach Kathleen McNulty for the Billerica girls. Coach Dana DiFilippo is going to rally the troops, try to keep this momentum going. It's her 21st season, Dana DiFilippo. It's her 21st season as the coach of the girls varsity volleyball team. Her record is 338 wins to 83 losses. That's pretty impressive. I don't know what that percentage is, but it's something good. Her teams have combined for 7 North Sectional championships and 2 state championships. So if you get a chance, they'll pan out on the gym. You'll see all the state championship banners hanging around. 2 of those belong to Coach DiFilippo. And we're back from timeout. Brody's going to be serving again. She's wiping off her hands, getting ready for the serve. Conferring with teammate Jenna Camo. The Lions are rallied here early. They're winning 8-1. Brody dribbles the ball. A nice serve. And Martell gets under it as Billerica hits it back over. Martell once again getting under the ball and advancing it. Jenna Camo with a nice save. One thing you notice, as you're going to see as a consistency throughout the night, is Jenna Camo on the ground. No rudeness meant by that, but Camo is a hustler, as is Christina Martell, puts another one down. That's her second kill of the night. I don't have a vast knowledge of volleyball, but I have a bare minimum of the terms. For example, that's a serve and an ace by Julie Brody. She retains the serve again as the Lions are dominating the Billerica Indians, as is in life. They are up 10-1. Still waiting on my commentator, Brian Nagel, trying to make his way from Southie. And a block combined. That was number 10, Captain Caitlin Waters, and number 4, junior, Christina Martell. Brody under it with Maxine Barry. The set for Jenna O'Rourke and Martell was a little late with the reaction. Billerica picks up a point. After being shut out for about, well, that was a 10-point run right there by Chelmsford. They now take the lead 11-2. And Billerica finally with the serve of their own. Martell trying to take it away quickly, but Billerica with a nice save. And that looked to be a point for the Lions. I don't know why, but you can't argue with something like that. The ball's going to go to the Lions, and Captain Waters is going to have the serve. Nice serve, poor return. Adds up to another point for CHS. So the Lady Lions off and running on pursuit of their MVC championship. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments you're going to be graced with the presence and the person I've talked to about so much, Brian Nagel. Seems like every time I say his name, Christina Martell gets another kill. Nagel making his way up to the booth we have up here, accompanied by Chris Johnson, whom you saw at the bottom of your screen. And we're going to get Nagel set up right here. He's a little late, but it's okay. We won't give him a hard time. All right, Brian, you can talk into this microphone. That one doesn't work. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, well, how you doing, Brian? How was the trip?
It was a little trafficy on the way here.
I can
traffic
imagine.
on Route 3, but, you know.
Hey, you made it.
I managed.
All right, well, if you've just joined us, as Nagel did, the Lions take a commanding lead 14-3 early in the first game. They're on their way to an MVC championship. Both teams are standing at 11-2 in the MVC.
Yes, they are.
Thank you for your support. And Jenna Camo gets under it. Waters with the set. Jenna O'Rourke fires it over the Billerica side. And another point by Billerica. They're going to try to make a little run here. The score goes up to 30, so even though the Lions take a commanding lead, they're up 4-5 right now. Certainly not insurmountable for Billerica. Jenna Camo once again gets onto the serve with Waters with the set. Jenna Camo all over the place. Jenna Camo and Christina Martell have been the story so far. Certainly some key points added by Caitlin Waters.
You know, Dan, I've been a devout follower of Chelmsford girls basketball throughout this entire fall season, and I haven't seen this team so fired up all year.
Well, with all the games you've been to, I know you've really gotten to know the team well. So what do you think of Captain Caitlin Waters?
Caitlin Waters by far. I mean, she's just the leader of this team, and she's really she's the glue that holds this team together.
There's really not enough you can say about her. She's a captain, she's a smart girl. She's had her boyfriend, Frankie Meathy, for all of what, 6 years now?
Since 6th grade, if I'm correct.
She commits well. Christina Martel's gonna have the serve. Martel with the serve. It's number 21 for the Indians. Jackie Knight with the return. Molly Shanahan, a freshman for the Chelmsford Lions, checks into the game. A little miscue. Well, Billerica, obviously, they came to play because their fans are fired up. They're down 10,
yeah,
and the fans are still going wild.
I definitely have to hand it to the Billerica fans right here. I mean, the crowd seems to be split so far.
It's quite a trek from Billerica, almost longer than that of South Chelmsford to here.
You have no idea.
And the Lady Lions under it. And a nice spike by Jenna O'Rourke. A little bit of anger in that one.
At this point in the game, Chelmsford can't let the Billerica crowd get to them. They got to remain focused.
That's Captain Kim Price for Billerica with a home run for a serve. I don't really think that's the proper term, but she did go end to end and hit it out of the court. We're going to call it a home run.
I think home run. I think that'll be sufficient.
Well, we're late here in the, well, we're not late. We're in about the middle of the first game. It's 16-7. A little bit of quick math. The Lions are up 9. And that's the ace dance. Ace is in a serve that hits the ground before Billerica players can get to it, to put it in layman terms. Number 14, it looked impressive, but no pictures on the scorecard. It went way out of bounds. See to the right of your screen, that's Jen O'Rourke. Waters with the set. Brody's hits one long and deep and out of the court. The score goes 19-8. The Lions take the commanding lead of 11. I suppose they didn't take it. They're more retaining it after the 10-0 run that they opened up this game with. Molly Shanahan, the freshman, with a nice serve over. Well, it wasn't really a serve, it was more of a hit. Brian, would you have called that a palm ball?
I definitely call that a palm ball right there. I mean, you talk about a matchup between two evenly matched teams. I don't think you'll find two teams more evenly matched than Chelmsford and Billerica.
Well said. I'm sure if you added up the height on each team and divided it by their respective amount of players, it would be very similar.
That's not exactly what I meant, Dan.
And Billerica starting to gain a little momentum. And by momentum, I mean they just lost that last point, so the Lions will get the serve. Maxine Barry, sophomore, with the serve. So you can see we got some nice volleys going early. Molly Shanahan with a nice play in front of the net.
Billerica just refuses to go away here in this first match. Now 20-10, Chelmsford. Billerica serve.
This year, the MVC, or it could be the Massachusetts Volleyball Association, they added a few new rules. Every time the ball goes into play, a point is scored, as compared to last year where you had to have the serve to get a point. Now they get a point every time the ball is in play. That could be picking up speed of the game, could be making every volley more important. Why they did it, I don't know. But there is an interesting rule. If you're not familiar with volleyball, there is a position called the libero. Would you like to explain that one, Brian?
The libero is basically just the outside hitter of the team, you know. They go in, they score a lot of the service points, and just try and help their team win.
Exactly, Brian. What the libero is they stand in the back row of the court, and they're not allowed to serve. So they're more of a defensive specialist. They're out there to keep the ball in play. Jenna Camo is Chelmsford's defensive specialist, while Leanne Albrecht is the one for Billerica. She's number 11. If you don't know who Jenna Camo is, she's been the one on the ground all this game. She's making digs all over the place. But Brody's going to have the serve. She went on quite a run in the beginning of the game. Now that's an ace. Let's get ready for the ace dance. I'm very impressed by that.
They must practice that a lot.
When you talk about team unity, the first thing you think of is dances. All right, we got a timeout called. I'm only assuming by Billerica. Score is 24-11. CHS is winning. Billerica trying to find something that they can get on the Lions. Maybe not to win this game, but to pick up a little momentum.
We're just going to try and spread the floor here more, you know. They're getting all bunched up in the middle. The Chelmsford's trying to force them to the front of the net. But they're just going to hold their ground and, you know, try and get some balls to go their way.
I agree. Billerica's trying to get something going. Coach Kayleen McNulty.
She's done an excellent job with this program at Billerica High School. But
you know, they weren't always one of the elite teams of the MVC, but as of late, they've really come on strong and become a power. And here they are on volleyball night at CHS going for the MVC crown.
As opposed to Chelmsford, it's been an MVC volleyball powerhouse for many years.
As I was discussing Dana DiFilippo's record of 338 wins and 83 losses for this program.
That's not too bad.
It's could be better, you know. And by better, I mean probably couldn't get much better than that. She has 7 North Sectional championships and 2 state championships. She's accompanied by assistant coach Karen Lococo. Brian, why don't you tell me a little bit about Karen Lococo?
She was an 87 graduate at Chelmsford High School. She was on the back-to-back state championship team for the Lions in 85 and 86.
You know, they have someone to relate to. She played volleyball for Chelmsford not too long ago.
Oh, I remember those banner years of 85 and 86, Dan. I mean, that was edgy to see action.
I'll tell you, I came to the games. I was just 2 years old, but you could just get a sense of what was going on.
We were fans even back then, and look at us now, Dan.
And it's really a privilege to be able to sit in this gym and announce these games.
Billerica is clawing back right there. It's 24-14. Chelmsford can't seem to put the Indians away.
At the top right of your screen, you were able to see the Billerica fans there. Obviously, the town has rallied around this volleyball team. Which
football team's not very good, so they got to rally around something.
Hey, you know, not everybody can win all the time. We can, but not everybody can. CHS and Billerica, obviously the fierce MVC rivals. They meet up on Thanksgiving every year in football, and here on volleyball night, Chelmsford's meeting up with them again. Christina Martell picks up another point. She's having quite a game so far. You know, they say big players make big plays in big games, and you can say that about Christina Martell.
Oh, most definitely, but not to take away anything else from anybody else on the team. It's a total team effort here so far.
Definitely a team effort. You can't look at one person. I mean, you see the dance. They can all do the dance.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have brought their dancing shoes tonight.
Waters is doing the serving dance. And Billerica with not the most attractive looking play, but they get it back over nonetheless. Chelmsford obviously looking much more organized. Martell steps up and hits another one in. I was talking to a few of the players today in school. They said they couldn't sleep. They had so much excitement going into this game.
Oh, most definitely, all of them throughout the day. They've been ready for this game for a long time now.
I was able to walk around and I saw Jenna come out. They were all banging their head on the lockers, getting pumped for this game. There's Captain Caitlin Waters, focused as ever. See a close-up of her. Maxine Barry with the heads-up play sends Billerica into a scramble. Chelmsford 1 point away from winning the first game. Waters is going to have a chance to take it home for them. Gets the signal from the judge. With a nice hard top spinning serve. Off the ceiling. Chelmsford's winning 1-0 in pursuit of their MVC championship.
I don't think Coach DiFilippo could think of a better way to start this match tonight than a nice solid victory in the first game.
Chelmsford heads back to the bench with excitement. Well, you know, one thing about volleyball is every game is a new game. You know, it's not like baseball where they go through the innings and the score adds up. Whole new ball game now. CHS gave them a pretty good 30-15 beating. But you know, Billerica reels off a few quick points early.
Yeah, Billerica definitely stumbled out of the gates there a little bit, but doesn't look to me like they're going to roll over and die here. I think we're in for a hard-fought match.
Well, you know, when it comes to being ready for games, you look to the coaches to see how prepared their teams are, how fired up they are, and you got to thank Coach Dana DiFilippo for pumping up her team. And of course, the captains, Caitlin Waters and Patty Derry.
Next match is set to start in approximately 2 minutes.
All right, we're back here with the second game. As you can see at the bottom right of your screen, there is the girl in the green shirt. She's the libero for the team. She can only stay in the back row. She cannot serve. She's in there for defense, as we were mentioning earlier. Christina Martell is trying to come out firing after having a really good first game. Junior defensive specialist Jenna Camo is going to be back to serve.
Camo, one of the many fine servers on this Chelmsford squad.
You can look at the fundamentals to see what kind of team you have, and Chelmsford serves well, so. Waters with a set to Martell, a little bit botched. Number 14 back to serve, Captain Megan Lee for Billerica. Lee serves it away. Julie Brody's under it. A set by Waters. Martell is up and down with the kill. CHS jumps out to a 2-1 lead. Little deja vu. It was a 2-1 lead last time Brody was serving, and they went on a 10-point run. See if they can construct something similar. And the bruiser for Billerica, number 26 with the smash.
Great defensive play by Brody there.
I'm telling you, it takes some guts to get in front of that ball. I remember playing gym volleyball and my forearms being beet red after I would come out of the gym.
That's why you stick to golf.
Hey, you do what you're good at. Non-contact is what I'm good at. It's really a low point for you as a person when you realize that volleyball is a little too much contact for you. I proceeded to get over it. Get into golf and politics. And Billerica hammers one into the net, making it easy for the Lions as they take a 5-1 lead. Brody, the lucky charm so far for CHS with the serving.
Brody's doing a sensational job serving tonight.
And the sinker by Brody with the ace. It's got to be her third or fourth ace this game. I know they don't come easy in volleyball. You got 6 players covering an area of about, right, how much area would you say is in that box?
10 feet.
Well, if you go back to your old math skills, you multiply the length by the width. I'm guessing there's about 130 square feet in there. I have no basis for reasoning on that, but it's just a guess. Number 5, Billerica serves it away. Anastasia Mills. Jenna O'Rourke with the smash. Forces a Billerica mistake, and Chelmsford takes the lead 6-2. Caitlin Waters, the senior, back to serve. Some call her Captain Waters. I call her Caitlin. Chelmsford once again taking a commanding lead. Brian, maybe that first game wasn't such a fluke after all.
Still, volleyball's a long game. Remains to be seen what lies ahead.
Chelmsford definitely can't get too cocky early here. Waters with the set. Brian, I'm forced to bring up a memory from the past here. Christina Martel. Wasn't Barbie made by the company Mattel?
Yeah.
I thought so. Back to action, Billerica with the dig. Jenna Camo with a nice dig. And Christina, not the Barbie kind, Mattel hammers it into the other game. A little confusion for Billerica as the ball tries to get back to the server. Well, it's gotten a little bit tighter here. 7-5, Billerica making some noise. And Chelmsford hammers one into the ceiling. You can't do that in volleyball, that's cheating. Billerica back to serve from right to left. Chelmsford under it here in game 2, 7-5.
Chelmsford in desperate need of a point here.
Definitely need to come up with something. I apologize, score 7-6. And a nice play by the Chelmsford front line. And a souvenir hammered into the Chelmsford stands.
That's a big point right there for Chelmsford. Billerica was starting to gain some momentum, and it all gone after that.
This team has a definite potential for nicknames.
What do you mean by that, Dan?
Well, you got Christina, Barbie, Martel, Caitlin Running Waters.
Is that it?
Well, we could come up with a few more as the night goes on. Maxine Barry White. And a nice rally by Billerica, keeping the ball in the air. They look much more organized now. And a palm ball by number 15. Not allowed to palm the ball, as is a rule in volleyball. And Billerica finally makes his mistake, so Chelmsford gets their lead back. It's 10-6. Got a little breathing room now. Martel with the ball. Made a lot of noise so far early. And Billerica sends one up into the rafters. He's gonna have to try to get this one over the net. A nice play. And that is 3 hits by Chelmsford. 4 hits by Chelmsford, I'm sorry, 4 hits. The ball was tipped as it was coming over the net.
Oh, the fans definitely don't like that call.
Well, you hate to say it, but he made the right call there. He's gonna hear it from the fans, but you know, he made the right call.
That was definitely the right call right there, Dan.
Maybe they'll see the game on TV. As you can see in the back there in the Chelmsford uniform, right behind the scoreboard, that's Coach Lenny Rapone. He coaches track and football, and he also coaches spring track. And Billerica keeps one in, making another rally, bringing the score to 10-8.
That was just a great play right there by Billerica, Dan.
Billerica's finding a way to score. Chelmsford definitely looks prettier as they're making their points, but Billerica's hammering it home. Brody with a nice grab. And Molly Shanahan, the freshman, sends it over.
Chelmsford could use a timeout real soon, Dan, if things keep going this way.
Dana DiFilippo right on the sidelines, letting her team hear it. We got 10 denied. I'm sure if another point is scored, DiFilippo is going to call timeout. And Billerica with a nice kill. And Jenna O'Rourke sends one into the net. We'll see what DiFilippo does here. She's going to let her team handle it out there.
I think that's a good move there, Dan. This team's very experienced. They know what to expect. They know how to handle themselves.
You know, that reminds me a lot of the great coaches of the past. Vince Lombardi never really called timeouts, along with Bill Parcells. They never really called timeouts. They wanted to see what their team was made of in a tough spot. Could possibly be an ulterior motive here for DiFilippo, trying to see what her young team is made of. Just one senior on the floor right now, and Caitlin Waters. Waters under it. Barry with the set to Brody. And Brody is blocked by two nice Andover players. Andover fans. By Andover, I mean Billerica.
Two great defensive plays there by Billerica, coming up with two big blocks when they needed it. Scores 11-11 now.
It's all knotted up as Billerica will be serving. They're going to have a chance to take their first lead of the night. Of course, while the score is after one. They were leading the first game 1-0. And Billerica takes the lead, 12-11.
Billerica's first lead of the game.
Brody got a little tied up over on the right, on the left side of the court. Your far screen. Serving is Billerica. Brody's under it. Barry with the set. Brody with the touch play. Billerica takes the lead by 2. You can feel the momentum changing.
Most definitely, Dan. I hate to say it, but Chelsea seems to be falling apart at the seams.
The proverbial wind is coming out of the sails. Score 13-11 as Molly Shanahan takes one over the net. No call. Did the Billerica player just take one under the net there?
Yes, they did. Chelsea really needed that point, too. It's 13-12 now, Billerica.
Well, if they can somehow convince Billerica players that hitting the ball under the net is legal, it's going to be a much easier win for Chelmsford tonight.
I guess you're correct, Dan.
Can't argue with that one as Waters hammers one over. That may have been an unintentional touch play by number 15, one of the inside players for Billerica. Unlisted on the roster. I apologize, that's Erin Kelly, she's a senior.
14-12 Hill, Billerica.
5 seniors on the team for Billerica. Chelmsford's got 2. Derry should be seeing some time in the third game. Number 26, I'll tell you, she is just hammering the ball over on the other side. That's Erin Mosley.
This Billerica team is just playing great volleyball right now, Dan. They're all in sync. They know where each other are.
I suppose that comes after playing a long season. Billerica, of course, playing a little over 13 games this year. They've had 13 in-conference games. I'm guessing they've had about 4 out of conference.
15-13 here, Billerica.
Billerica with the set. Once again, ball hammered by Erin Mosley. Was Erin Mosley a skier?
Tommy Moe was a skier. Johnny Mosley was also a skier. Won gold in the downhill moguls in the 96 Olympics in Nagano.
That's what I thought. What else happened in the 1996 Olympics?
No, I was 98, rather, 98.
Thank you. I didn't think there were 96 Olympics.
Yeah, my bad.
Nagano, is that in Japan?
Yes, it is.
I've never been.
You should really go sometime.
Have you seen it?
I have.
Well, someone took a timeout, and we're back with some more Chelmsford High, Billerica High volleyball. The Lions have fallen down 4 points after dominating Billerica in the first game, 30-15.
Yeah, Dan, but I definitely want to count the Lions out of this game.
Absolutely not. They're a resilient team, and they showed what kind of volleyball they can play in the first game. A Billerica chant starting to rain down on the court, coming by the JV Billerica volleyball players.
Yeah, the Billerica crowd's starting to really outshine the Chelmsford crowd. I'm kind of disappointed, my fellow citizens of Chelmsford.
Well, we got quite a group in front of us here that aren't making the noise, and you look for the nuts first, and then the rest of the crowd seems to follow, and our nuts aren't really having it yet. And Billerica with another point, 18-13, making a little noise here in the second game. Captain Megan Lee with the serve. And you may be hearing a little bit of outside noise that's coming from the game on the right side of the court. Of course, this is volleyball night, the biggest night in NBC volleyball. Erin Mosley smacks one home, but Brody and O'Rourke with the save.
Big spike there by number 26 on Billerica.
Inertia. No one is getting in front of that one.
Wow, that was a frozen rope if I've ever seen one.
Wow. I'm really speechless as the play by Erin Mosley so far. She is just pounding the ball. Billerica's going to try to get to Mosley. Mosley with the touch play, trying to show a different facet of her game.
Two big blocks there by Chelmsford.
And Martell trying to smack one home. Billerica with a save. And Mosley sends the ball crying into the Billerica stands.
Billerica's starting to take control of this game, Dan. Scores now 20-13.
The noise is deafening here in the CHS Stadium. That is Erin the Fireballer Mosley.
Not to be confused with Johnny Pesky.
What, Tommy Mosley?
Johnny Mosley.
It's all the same once you get into skiing. And we're going to have a little conference with the line judges here. As you can see, that's Captain Megan Lee for Billerica on the right side of your screen. She'll be serving the ball away when we get back to play. I'm sure the two judges aren't talking about their plans for after the game.
Patty Derry just checked into the game for Chelmsford, number 18, co-captain.
We knew she'd be seeing some time, but she's seeing it early.
Definitely. She starts some games. Sometimes she comes off the bench, provides a spark for her team. Definitely a big presence on the court.
DiFilippo trying to get something going here. She set Jen O'Rourke on the bench. Well, it's SRO here in the Chelmsford High Gymnasium. Obviously a big game. Once again, they're playing for the NBC crown. Megan Lee serves it away. Waters under it. Martell hits it over. That was Anastasia Mills with the set, number 5 there for Billerica, but Chelmsford walks away with the point. Brody to serve. Scores 20-14 in favor of Billerica.
Great dig there by Waters.
Chelmsford becoming visibly frustrated by the goings on of this game so far.
The crowd seems to be getting to him a little bit, Dan.
Best name on the floor, Anastasia Mills pounds one away. Patty Derry, the senior captain, with a nice save. And Derry with the nice play.
Great play there by Derry. Chelmsford really needed that one. 21-15 now.
She purposely fanned on the ball a little bit to send it over the fingertips of the Billerica players.
That's a strategy these Chelmsford girls working up big time in practice.
I was able to watch their practice on Tuesday, last Tuesday. They looked really fired up. Coach was pep talking them about this game. Chelmsford not being denied. Once
Again, they're still trying to get something going. We have a substitution.
Billerica just can't seem to pull away from Chelmsford in this game, though. You have to hand it to the Lions.
Substitutions aren't something that really goes on a lot in volleyball.
Volleyball doesn't take that great of a toll on the body, not to take anything away from these fine athletes.
I would say it takes a toll on your wrists and forearms more than anything else.
Most definitely.
And a nice serve by Billerica. Jenna Camo with a nice play. Billerica number 5, Anastasia Mills hits it out of bounds. Nice try though. Looks like traveling on Chelmsford. I don't know what that sign meant, I'm sorry.
I tell he was trying to get something to go on for Chelmsford.
There's a close-up of her serve. Obviously showing her strength, not putting a whole lot of body into the serve. And Molly Shanahan with a nice serve over. Nice hit. Patty Derry goes up for it and caught it off the bottom of the hand there. Brian, what are you thinking about this gym right now? Where do you think the momentum's going?
It's really split right now, Jay. Neither team really seems to be pulling ahead or gaining at all, so remains to be seen.
Well, Billerica's up 8, but Chelmsford right on their tail.
Jenna Rourke checks back into the game for Chelmsford.
Nice reaction play by Shanahan. And Billerica sends one deep. And a nice recovery. Great play by Martell to get in front of the ball. CHS making defensive plays all over. Waters gets under it. Barry to O'Rourke. Couple of sophomores. O'Rourke's an outstanding basketball player from what I understand.
Yeah, her and her sister Jess, both fixtures on the Chelmsford basketball team. That's not going to help them there as Billerica scores another point, take a 25-16 lead.
Billerica's 5 points away from evening this matchup. Billerica with the serve, just 5 points away. Captain Kim Price waiting for the signal. Serves it away, Martell's under it. Maxine Barry with a nice save. Captain Megan Lee with the play for Billerica. Ball's going to be served away by Jen O'Rourke. CHS has a very young team.
Oh, most definitely compared to years past. Lost a lot of seniors last year.
Definitely had a strong team last year, but the sign of a good program is reloading, and they definitely have. They have some strong players on their roster.
They certainly didn't seem to lose any ground as far as the MBC goes.
You like players like Jenna O'Rourke, Julie Brody, Maxine Barry, Jenna Camo, a bunch of non-seniors making an impact. And a waste of a serve there by Billerica. She hammers one into the net. Every serve becomes more important because, as we stated earlier, every point counts. You don't need to have the serve to score a point. And Billerica with a miscommunication. Chelmsford coming back into the game.
26-20. Chelmsford refusing to go away.
Starting to make some noise late in the second game. They're up 1-0 in the overall game. Keeping Chelmsford on the ground is Molly Shanahan. As Chelmsford narrows the Billerica lead to 5. Let the countdown begin. Maxine Barry with the serve. Maxine Barry under it, up to senior Caitlin Waters. Well, it had to end sooner or later. Billerica now, the magic number stands at 3.
Billerica putting their big guns back in there. Number 26, Faye Dunaway.
Unfortunately, number 26, Erin Mosley with the play. Faye Dunaway is number 4.
And Shelton gets the serve back. It's 27-22, and the Lions are by no means out of this game. It's like number 21, Jenna Camo with the serve here.
Camo hammers it away. And Billerica's going to struggle to get that one off the basketball hoop. Nonetheless, they make the play.
Great concentration by Billerica there.
Most definitely. Much more skilled team than at first glance. And here we go. The score's 28-22.
Billerica with a great opportunity right here. They have the ball.
While it may not be a home team attitude, it's going to be really fun to watch game 3 here. If Chelmsford can't score 8 points quick.
Oh, Jen, I think they heard you down there.
And they're on their way.
Chelmsford's got their top server, Brody, back there.
She's been doing it so far. We'll see if she can come up big. And she does her job. Anastasia Mills with the set to Kim Price, who hammers one down on Chelmsford. Billerica now looking at 1 point away from winning this game.
It's going to take a gutsy effort by Chelmsford to stay in this one.
What do you think's going through the head of Anastasia Mills right now, the server for Billerica? Trying to ice her.
Yeah, Coach DiFilippo trying to get in the head.
All right, well, as the teams go to timeout, we're going to go to break. We'll see you back too. There's 10 seconds left in the timeout. The teams rally around their coaches. Anastasia Mills is going to be serving till Billerica. She's a sophomore. Mills has the ball. And she hands it away to Jenna Camo. Waters with the set. Lions trying to make something happen here. And that should do it for game 2. Final score of game 2, 30-23.
What an excellent game we've had thus far, Dan.
Well, we're into the most exciting spectacle in sports, game 3 in girls volleyball. We're back here bringing you with game 3. In the split decision so far, Chelmsford taking a commanding lead in the first game and bringing it home. Billerica edging out game 2. We're going to separate the girls from the women. So Brian, what do you think about the town of Billerica?
They're nice people, Dan.
Is that right?
Yes, they are. Excellent butcher shop in Billerica called Meat Again. By far the best part of the town.
Don't plug your place of employment here. Not the time nor the place.
I work in the Westford division of Meat Again, Daniel.
Oh, okay, good. That's a good thing. Ryan, what do you call a good-looking girl in Billerica?
I don't know, Dan.
A visitor. No offense meant towards the town of Billerica. There's some very attractive young women there. We're going to get back to this girls' volleyball game.
One can only imagine what's in store for us in game 3 after the performance these two teams have played so far.
What's the sign of rich people in Billerica? 2 cars up on cinder blocks.
Dan, let's lay off the Billerica, folks.
All right, we're going to back off the town of Billerica. They're doing a good job so far.
I don't condone my colleagues' comments.
I stand by what I've said.
Billerica jumps out to the early lead here, 1-0.
I hope I haven't angered their town so much that they take this game home out of haste. That's Captain Leanne Albrecht with the serve for Billerica. Erin Mosley hammers one home. And Billerica takes a 2-0 lead early in the third game.
Chelmsford can't afford to get behind early here, Dan. They need to respond.
If they're going to win this game, they're going to have to start getting something going right now. They're a never say die team, but no one wants to come back.
Three nothing, Billerica. Billerica's not wasting any time getting back to the line for another serve. They want to use the momentum while they got it.
I was just going to make mention of that. Definitely not letting any of the wind come out of the sails. And Julie Brody sends one back over for Chelmsford. Big clutch play there by Jenna O'Rourke. CHS struggling to get something going so far. That ball could have been out, but a nice save by Jenna O'Rourke. And there you go. They're on the board.
Exactly what Chelmsford needed right there. Big block by Christina Martel.
CHS is on the board.
Got Brody serving once again.
Brody going to try to bring them back from this 2-point deficit. And Martel hammers one home.
Wow.
She hurt that ball. Brody keeping her streak going of good service. Anastasia Mills under it. Gives it up to Captain Kim Price. Caitlin Waters with the hard play. Christina Martel comes up with another point.
And it's even 3-3 here. Chelmsford definitely responded well to that little run by Billerica early on.
All of a sudden the gym's starting to get a little quieter from the Billerica side. CHS is making some noise. But you hear the town of Billerica start chanting. All of a sudden the points start coming. We're going to need to get something going from our town. Hey guys, we get some sort of chant going. There we go. We got a yeah chant going. Tough to play the ball off the ceiling.
This third game starting off like the entire match has been thus far. Back and forth, back and forth.
Chelmsford doesn't want to be catching up all game. They're gonna need to get the serve back.
It's much easier playing with the lead than playing from behind.
Without a doubt. There we go. We got Ryan Burns trying to get a chant going.
Starting center for the Chelmsford High School football Lions.
Oh my goodness. I think you could hear a vein pop in Martel's arm after that cannon by Erin Mosley.
I'm very impressed thus far with Erin Mosley.
I'm very scared. There we go. You can hear that closely. That's a Chelmsford's better chant going.
Six 4 now, Billerica.
Chelmsford right now proving that they should be better. You got to hand it to Billerica after they got down early, coming back like this. Like some sort of formation call. Regardless, it's going to give Billerica a point and the serve. So we're going to have a substitution coming in for Billerica. That's number 55, Katie Mara. She's a junior defensive specialist for the team. They appear to be making some sort of formation over there in the middle of the screen.
You don't understand, not all the Billerica players are wearing the knee pads that are usually worn by the players.
Well, you know, they got some tough players over there on Billerica. Maybe those aren't the players who get dirty as much. Who knows? Of course, I'm not implying that you can get dirty on the spotless gym floor as a result of the hardworking CHS janitors. Did a great job getting ready for tonight. Lots of towns here showing our pride.
They made sure this court was sparkling.
And Billerica serves one out of bounds, giving Chelmsford a chance to get something going. Martell's going to be serving it away. She's been a big part of this game.
8-5 here. Chelmsford with the serve.
Martell's going to try to make it 8-6. And Billerica sends one out of bounds. That's an ace for Martell.
Easy point there for Chelmsford.
It's 2 easy points in a row. Billerica's letting them get back into it. And a helpful Billerica fan sends one over to Christina Martell. There's a close-up of Martell. Eyes of determination. Julie Brody to Waters to O'Rourke, who hits one deep out of bounds. Fielded on the left side by Chris Landry.
I'm going to say it right now, Jim. This game's going to come down to who wants it more.
Well, you got to think both of these teams have some drive going in. Certainly a big night for both teams. And Jenna O'Rourke bringing them back in. 9-7 Billerica. Chelmsford serve. O'Rourke's got it. It's for the MVC crown. Big game. You know it's a big game because of the other teams that are in attendance. Get a chance to look at the right side of the screen. See the yellow sweatshirts of Andover. Ready and watching this game.
9-8, Billerica here. Chelmsford got a chance to even the score.
O'Rourke sends one away, trying to tie up the game. Billerica gets the ball back over. And Martell was a step away from getting there. Billerica's going to have the serve with a 2-point lead. And we have a tribe chant starting up. O'Rourke's under it. Waters got it. Set to Brody. Brody after the spike makes a nice save. Once again. Deja vu all over again. Who said that?
Not I.
Could have been Yogi Berra?
I believe it was, Dan.
I agree.
Great volley here by both teams.
It's been a long point. Everything matters now. Maxine Barry takes one over, plays it safe for Chelmsford. Trying to let Billerica make a mistake. Waters with the dig. Shanahan sends it over. And we got a whistle.
Chelmsford earned that point right there, Dan.
Most definitely. Both teams were going at it for a long time, but Chelmsford ultimately walks away. It's points like that you look to where both teams put so much effort in. Could be a momentum changer.
Chelmsford once again within 1 point. Tying this game.
That's Maxine Barry, sophomore with the ball. Serving it across. Anastasia Mills with the set to captain Megan Lee. Lee, a senior, steps up with a big play.
Billerica gets the ball back with the lead, 11-9.
That's number 55, Katie Merritt, the junior. See a close-up of the Billerica star.
This crowd seems to be getting louder by the minute here.
And Chelmsford takes a 3-point deficit, 12-9. Katie Merritt will retain the serve. Merritt sends one away into the net. Once again, Billerica giving a chance for Chelmsford to come back into the game. Unable to take a commanding lead. Brian, if you're Dana DiFilippo, what are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking my team's going to win this game.
Well, that's what you have to think, but are you thinking any strategy, substitutions, or anything?
No, I think Mr. DiFilippo knows a little more about the game of volleyball than I do, so
I'm going to tend to agree with you there.
I think she knows what she's doing down there.
She certainly has history on her side. And Billerica steps up and makes another play. Chelmsford can't be waiting for the mistakes anymore. They got to take some initiative and make it happen. Captain Megan Lee for Billerica is going to serve it away. Brody with a nice play getting under the ball. Martel with the finesse touch.
Great play there by Martel. He's doing that all game.
Certainly a big-time player. Julie Brody with the serve. Certainly been in some pressure-packed athletic situations in her life. And they call a breach of the line by Chelmsford there. Caitlin Waters visibly not happy with the call.
I know, it was a good call there by the official.
I'm sure it's more upset with herself.
Those you just joining us, it's 15-12, Billerica here in the third game.
Certainly been quite a game so far. Well, Brian, there's no denying it. You came to the game a little late today. What was the feeling you got when you walked into the gym?
It's like stepping into a different universe, Dan. The aura in this gym is undescribable.
Certainly a big game for both teams. Well, Billerica is going to go up 16-12, but Chelmsford certainly not hanging their heads. They're going to try to get themselves back into the game. I'm looking for Jenna Komo to make a play here. And the ball heads into the net.
She didn't even have to.
Fortunately, Billerica is going to give them a shot to get back in it. They're going to have the serve down by 3 points. Martel's got the ball, ready to serve it away. Score 16-13. We're here in the third game. Match is all knotted up, 1-1. Nice play by Maxine Barry to get that ball. Anastasia Mills with the set. Wow, what a great play by senior Caitlin Waters.
Waters just showed right there why she's the leader of this team.
I'll tell you, that's a huge play by Caitlin Waters, keeping that ball alive. Billerica sent one.
That play has the potential to turn the entire game around right there. And all the momentum shifting in Chelmsford's favor.
Billerica got it to the other side, but they made a penalty before that occurred. Referee giving veteran coach Dana DiFilippo a hard time of her position on the court. Obviously no seniority shown.
Beat the Pacers! Beat the Pacers!
And they beat the Pacers chant raining down here on the
Who could
gym.
forget that night?
I could, Brian. Please refresh my memory. Molly Shanahan with a nice play.
Unforced error there by Chelmsford. They can't afford to be doing that at this point in the game.
Please explain to me this beat the Pacers chant.
Those who have been around in Chelmsford volleyball as long as I have dates back to 1994 season. Chelmsford pulled off a stellar upset over a much more talented St. John's Prep squad.
I can remember the game like it was yesterday. And Billerica taking a commanding third game lead, 19-15.
Chelmsford just out of position there. Good placement by Billerica.
Was I incorrect there? Is it 18 to 15?
The score is 18 to 15, not 19.
My apologies.
That's all right, Dan.
I'm messing up everybody. Okay, we're back. Maxine Barry with the set to Molly Shanahan, the freshman.
Oh, and a big mistake there by Billerica. Poor communication results in a Chelmsford point. Cuts the lead to 2, 18 to 16. Chelmsford's got the serve. Maxine Barry behind the line.
Chelmsford putting themselves in the position to be lucky. Shanahan was able to get the ball onto the other side and force an error. Julie Brody with the nice play, keeping her concentration.
Great play at the net thus far for Chelmsford.
Ball just slides off the side of the hand of Christina Martel and out of bounds on the way to the 19th point for Billerica.
This one's going to come down to the wire. Neither team could seem to keep the serve.
That's Christina Martel fielding the ball, known as Miss October to her friends, because she always steps up and plays in big games in October when it comes down to it for volleyball.
It's true. And Chelmsford once again regains serve. It's 19-17 now. Billerica lead.
Now,
Camo will be serving for Chelmsford.
Now, Brian, you're familiar with basketball. You know the traveling sign.
Yes, sir.
Well, the referees keep making that. My thinking is that's when the serve changes hands. We're going to see if Billerica retains the serve here.
Dan, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. That does not signal a change in serve, rather an unforced error by one of the squads.
Served away by captain for Billerica, number 14. Chelmsford cannot get the ball over the side of the net.
Billerica just caught Chelmsford off guard there. They weren't ready for that serve. Timeout called by Chelmsford.
Well, that's number 14, captain Megan Lee for Billerica. She made a big play, and we're heading to break. Score 21-17 in favor of Billerica. We'll come back with the end of game 3.
I hang out with a pretty trashy circle, the circle that helps this circle. It starts when we recycle trash at home. It's completed when we buy products made from recycled materials. Check the label for something called post-consumer recycled content. Then buy the highest percentage of it you can find. Complete the circle.
Call 1-800-2-RECYCLE for your free shopping guide. Environmental Defense, finding the ways that work.
And welcome back in the middle of game 3. Just 10 seconds left on the timeout for Chelmsford. Waters and DiFilippo trying to rally their troops. Down 4 in this pivotal situation. Captain Megan Lee serving it away for Billerica.
That's where Waters' leadership is going to be vital out there on the floor.
Got to look for big plays to make something happen here. And Julie Brody comes up with the play. Waters with a nice spike over the net. Jenna Camo is on the ground once again, showing her unbounded hustle. Oh, what a play by Christina Martel. Look what I found.
What a play by Christina Martel.
I'll tell you, she's a little fire starter for this team.
Chelmsford had no business getting that point. They earned it. 21-18 now, Billerica.
Those are the kind of plays that settle big games like this.
See if Brody can get something going here for the Lions.
Off the ceiling for Billerica. Camo fields the questionable ball. Better to be safe than sorry. And the fans not happy with that call.
Yeah, I'm not one to disagree with the officials, Dan, but from our perspective up here, that ball looked to be out of bounds.
That may or may not have been out of bounds, but he had a pretty good look at it, so. Anastasia Mills serves it away for Billerica. Julie Brody with a nice play. Jenna Camo firing it back over. Erin Mosley with a nice play for Billerica. Caitlin Waters with the point. 22-19.
Waters with a big point there. Now she's getting the ball to serve. 22-19, Billerica lead.
Certainly going to carry some of her adrenaline into this serve.
Chelmsford really needs to get something going here before it's too late.
And a disorganized point by Billerica there, but they got it back over. Anastasia Mills serves it up to Aaron Mosley. And Mosley with a big point for Billerica. Moves to 23-19. Well, we're getting later into the game, and Chelmsford just doesn't seem to be making up any ground.
Yeah, definitely. Neither team can pull away. Chelmsford just can't get back into this game. Down 4.
Billerica with the serve, trying to create a lead here. Create an additional lead, of course. Jenna O'Rourke sends one back over for Chelmsford. And Billerica with another nice play. Getting a little hot in the collar for Chelmsford.
Most definitely.
It's of course number 21, Jackie Knight, serving for Billerica. And Christina Martel with the spike. Jenna Camo makes one heck of an effort trying to get that ball back over the net, but unfortunately it had too much force.
Billerica gets their biggest lead of the game thus far, 6 points, 25-19.
And the ball going to Billerica. They get the point. They're up 7, just 4 points away from an MVC title. And a timeout, Chelmsford. This crowd is certainly getting noisy for Billerica. Chelmsford definitely getting nervous. This could be the final time Coach DiFilippo has to talk to her team before this game is over. What do you think she's saying to them in there?
I have no idea, Dan. But I'm sure she's telling them, you know, stay calm, stay focused. They can still win this thing.
They certainly have to do both of those things. This game is not out of reach. 4 points. 4 points doesn't come easy in volleyball, and they can certainly avoid a loss with some good plays here. Chelmsford regains the floor very quickly, perhaps trying to make a statement.
I think it's in the state tournament when we won 3. This is in the state tournament. I'm pretty sure.
You can feel the excitement in the gym. Billerica 4 points away from a victory. Chelmsford trying to squeeze back in here.
And a big mistake there by Billerica.
If Chelmsford's able to walk away with a victory here, there'll be a thank you card on the way to Billerica Middle School.
That play right there might be the turning point in the game for Chelmsford. They got the serve back, Christina Martel. See what you can do with it.
Of course, they'd be sending that card to the high school. And Chelmsford falls down 7. This game is looking a little more bleak, but times like this, you got to look on the floor for Waters, see if she's rallying her team, and she certainly is. This game is not out of reach. (27-20). 7 points can be made up in the matter of minutes. Molly Shanahan with a nice play. Billerica finds it. Makes the ball find a way back over the net. Billerica certainly pulling away here.
Billerica catches Chelmsford off guard there. 29-21, they're only 1 point away from the MVC championship.
And the Billerica stands are on their feet. And the ball served away, fittingly by captain Kim Lee. Kim Price, of course. Christina Martel makes a nice play. And the game ends on a miscommunication by Chelmsford. The Billerica team storms the court. They've won the MVC championship, and Chelmsford visibly not happy with this defeat.
They have nothing to hang their heads about though, Dan.
No, they gave it a heck of an effort tonight. Billerica, they were just able to make some more points late in the game. what it comes down to sometimes, but Chelmsford loses the MVC crown. I look for them to put up an impressive performance in the state tournament.
I mean, Dan, this game could have gone either way tonight, but you know, sometimes the ball just doesn't bounce your way.
Billerica fans giving an ovation to their team in appreciation of the MVC championship effort that they put forward here tonight.
It was a hard-fought victory for Billerica, and they earned it.
Most definitely, you got to hand it to players like Captain Kim Price, Captain Megan Lee, and Erin Mosley. Certainly showed up to play and made it happen. As the fans disperse, we're going to disperse as well. That's all we have from the Chelmsford High Gymnasium tonight. We will certainly see you again sometime. Nice job, Chelmsford. Good win, Billerica. Have a good night.